My name is Ezra Aldern, and my mother was murdered, and I'm against the death penalty. I'm opposed to the death penalty because I learned from a very early age that the anger and the frustrations I had with not having my mother would really only be further compounded by, wishing the death upon another person, which in my case happened to be my biological father. Knowing my family and how hard it was already to kind of process the loss of my mother, I think that would have been just further compounded by ongoing appeals, ongoing court hearings, ongoing newspaper articles with, his mugshot in the photo, and knowing that, he was, sentenced, being held accountable, and was going to be serving his time, I think allowed a lot of my family members to ultimately kind of get that process started with, the healing. And I think there are just so many collateral consequences of a death sentence that policymakers don't take into account, from, the victim's family in terms of giving them a time to process and not having to deal with sometimes decades of appeals, and the finality of death should they down the road want answers, to the financial resources that are tied up and taken away from important education and mental health services, to the families of those that are on, death row, to the correctional officers, to those that build relationships with them and see them on a day-to-day basis. There are a lot of other ways to address community safety and holding people accountable that do not result in taking that person's life.